Hello, good morning, and welcome to this taste challenge. It's still nighttime, it's not dawn yet here in Louisiana on the Gulf Coast Central Time. If you live in Jacksonville, Florida, it's daylight already, just becoming daylight. Here is Legacy Blended Scotch Whiskies to 1962 by the Sazerac Company, the original and current owner. It's always been owned by the Sazerac Company. No age statement. They claim it's light whiskey. I guess it's sort of light, 40% alcohol. They mean light body, not like a half strength. They do have some half strength whiskeys you can buy, but bottled at Buffalo Trace in Kentucky, also owned by the Sazerac Company since what? When did they buy Buffalo Trace? 1990. They changed the name to Buffalo Trace in 92. It was called Shenley Industries Distillery. Okay. $14.99 for this huge bottle. True story. When I first tried it, I loved it. Then it seemed like as it got exposed to air, it declined, and definitely don't love it. Now, here's Johnnie Walker Double Black. Now, I didn't cheap out and just buy a little bottle like this. I mean, I did buy a little bottle like this. I bought a bunch of little bottles like this. In fact, I bought so many that I ended up getting more than 750 milliliters. Let's see if this will focus. Looks like it's not going to. I'll give up. Well, I'll show you the website. You'll see what it looks like. It's been on the market since 2010, so 14 years. And it's aged in charred oak barrels. And it's produced under a royal warrant from King Charles III. As there's the royal warrant stuff. King Charles III as an official whiskey of the royal household. The royal family of England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, the Isle of Man, the Channel Islands, St. Helena Island, Gibraltar, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Tuvalu, and other territories and realms around the world. Wick Sound says, this should be interesting. Place your bets, gentlemen. Yeah, and if you want to place your bets, you better place them on Johnnie Walker Double Black, because Legacy will not win. Legacy is very light, and I'll give it credit on that. It looks like they don't add coloring to it. They might, but it's minimal. Johnnie Walker is darker, good deal darker. It's like an amber gold, or it's just amber, really. Maybe they're adding color in. They don't say that it's natural color, but let's look at the website screen share. An impressive blended Scotch whiskey to share whatever the occasion, such as a taste challenge. And there's that insignia there with the lion on top of crown and being held up by other animals. Johnnie Walker Double Black, the boldest Scotch whiskey yet. Okay. The rebellious younger sibling of Johnnie Walker Black Label, and that's a 12-year age. So it's a younger blend, but they don't give the age. Whiskies from the west coast of Scotland are chosen for their natural smoky flavor. That would be Islay Scotch. Aged in charred barrels. See, now they're aging this in charred to give it, oh well, obviously the char, making for a full-body blend with a deep intensity. Weave our craft into a precision process that respects the many elements shaping a Scotch whiskey's final flavor and character, including the type of grains and used, the shape of the still, and the length of time it's matured in the cask. The energy of an imminent storm. Okay, well, Sweet smoke and spicy cloves in the aroma. Appearance, deep golden with darker depths. You saw that. Palate, peat smoke swirls through ripe fruits. Orange zest brings freshness and creamy vanilla adds sweetness. Well, always describe more than I can ever pick up. Finish, smoldering spice from age, cast, bring a lingering smokiness. Okay. People often buy this with Joker Gold Label Reserve. And that's actually what I did. Because they had little bottles of the Gold Label Reserve and the Double Black, and I ended up getting a less price per ounce than the a lower price per ounce than you would normally get for the 750 milliliters. Now that's unusual because you know probably as well as I do that if you get those mini bottles, the little 50 milliliter, call them airplane bottles because they're usually sold on airplanes, but usually those are much more expensive. So you're not getting any kind of value, you're just getting the convenience. So, however, for whatever reason, I didn't bother asking. It's not my business to ask. They had it for extremely low price, an extremely low price. So I told the lady behind the counter, the girl really, they were in a glass case. I said, give me every one of the gold labels and every one of the double black that you have. It out and I bought them all, and then they restock it and I bought all those, and I don't even know if they sell in configurations anymore. Of course, the regular bottle. This is a very well-priced product. It's $44.99 for this, and it was $44.99 years ago, so it has not gone up in price. Okay, I'm talking about 3-4 years ago. It's the same price, so this is one of those that has not climbed. And you can get the liter for $52.99. So yeah, and the price tends to be about the same anywhere you shop. So sorry about that. So it's a good deal. It is really a good deal. Check something out real fast. Calculate 52. Yeah, you'll save about $5. Yeah, more than $5 if you buy the liter. So you may as well, it's a good product. You're not going to be sorry. So you may as well just buy the liter bottle and you're going to come out ahead per ounce in the long run, assuming you're going to drink it. Now you say, nah, I don't know. I don't understand the reason. No, I'm not going to want more than, you're only getting 25% more, but you're getting it for a good deal less per ounce. So that's the way you like to look at things. At least that's the way I like to look at things. There, I put the little bottle there on display. Not much left, but save it for the next taste challenge. And I have other bottles I can add to it. Okay, here we go for this challenge, quote unquote, in name only. Because believe me, it ain't gonna really be a challenge. If I get this wrong, I would reevaluate everything. There's the smoke. There's the weird caramel color and that strange peatiness. Now, Legacy does have a peatiness, no smoke whatsoever. There's a peaty kind of compost pile thing, but then the flavor is overridden by that strange caramel candy, which I don't think Scotch should taste like caramel candy. But then you read these websites and they're talking about licorice, chocolate, rose petals, and I'm like, I don't see all that. But anyway, anyhow, let's go on with the tasting. But I'm telling you, this is the Johnnie Walker Double Black. I'm just going to call it. I'm not even going to taste it. I'm going to call it. Got it. Impossible to get it wrong. Okay. Now, warning, 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 warning. If you don't like smokiness in a whiskey, do not buy Johnnie Walker Double Black because you will not like it. If you want smokiness, if you say that's what I like about Scotch, the smoky quality, the peaty smoky quality, then you want to buy the Double Black because it's going to give you that. Not going to be like a single malt, like say Ardbeg 10. That's going to be the full force smokiness. And that might be too much for some people. Not me. I love that kind of stuff. So, but other people might say, That's a little too much. I'd rather just being toned down with the grain whiskey in it and just a measured approach. Okay, and it's very popular, so a lot of people obviously like it, right? Good stuff. Certainly an A, 9.4 out of 10, something like that, which is a benefit because look, I bought the Johnnie Walker Blue Label, scored a 95, but I paid $247 after. What did I pay? $242 after tax, I'm pretty sure. So I paid $242 for 750 milliliters. Johnnie Walker Double Black, I paid like $38 for more than 750 milliliters, and it's 1 point worse. I mean, anybody can figure that out. But I wanted to try because I kept hearing about Johnnie Walker Blue Label, Blue. I kept hearing it like incessantly hearing it. And I was like, well, if it's that fantastic, oh, all right, I'll do it. And then I felt like I didn't get the value, the payback on it. So I bought it. No one forced me to. I wouldn't buy it again. Yeah, it's a wonderful product, but the price was wonderfully not wonderful. All right. You know what I mean? No, I mean, wasn't nice. Legacy, well, it's light bodied, like they say, but golly, it is, to me, it's improper. It should not have this strange caramel candy flavor. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what Sazerac's thinking about when they make this product. Has it always tasted like this? I do not know. It's been on the market. It was on the market years before I was born and years before I ever started tasting any liquor or beer or wine. So I really don't know. I don't know who makes it. We're not going to find out. It's probably some big Scotch company. Sazerac's probably got a big contract with somebody to keep the name hidden. There's really a few. I mean, there's a lot of distilleries in Scotland. We get it. But there's probably only a handful that do the big mass production contract. They've got Kirkland's from Costco. They do their own private label. They got Winn-Dixie, which is fading away because Aldi bought Winn-Dixie earlier this year and they've been converting them into Aldi's. Now, I don't know if they're going to still sell liquor. They might. They own it. They can do what they want. They can still sell WD liquor at Aldi because they own everything. So they own Harvey's, Winn-Dixie, and themselves, Aldi. And they also own Trader Joe's. And Trader Joe's sells liquor. That's one of their avenues. And they have their private label brands. Is there a Trader? Yeah, and there's Trader Joe's blended Scotch whiskey. And then you got more, and then there's others. So, I mean, I remember seeing at CVS Pharmacy, they had Grand Legacy blended Scotch. Well, that's gone now because it looked like they cut that line. CVS kind of fading, there's footprints fading, just like Walgreens, but everybody's going to online pharmacy and whatnot. All right, but McCormick has a Scotch. They don't make it. They just bottle it in Western Missouri, but they got it. Luxco sells Scotch whiskeys, and they don't have a distillery in Scotland. So, but that's the point I'm making. There's some big company or a handful of big companies out there in Scotland, probably multinationals, big, probably names we're all familiar with, and they do a private contract, keep it under wraps, and they're pumping that stuff out for all of these. There's another example. I just thought of it. Laird and Company up there in New Jersey, they pump out a lot of stuff. They don't have a distillery in Scotland. Most of that stuff's kind of low grade, inexpensive. If you want to say cheap, I wouldn't argue with you because that's why it's why you think it's $14.99. All right, because it's the best. I don't care what the labels say. You read the labels, they'll say we use the finest Scotch. You know, they'll say that we use the finest grain whiskeys and premium single malts. It's like, yeah. That's why it's $14.99, because it's the best. Now, Johnnie Walker, they're claiming it and they're living up to it. You know what I mean? They're saying it's really nice. It's no joke. It's a fine product. And they're right. It is. Definitely. This thing, Legacy, I mean, it's serviceable. I don't know what you would do with it. I don't think it's definitely not appropriate for sipping at room temperature. Neat. No. I don't think you'd benefit from adding ice. You just have a watered down thing. You might want to put it in cocktails, little cheap cocktails, but I mean, why even bother with that? Because you could get, I know where to get handles of liquor, 40% alcohol liquor, vodka for $7.99. And that's just going to give you your liquor base to a cheap cocktail. So why pay it? Why pay double? Why pay double? I wouldn't. It's crazy. All right. Anyway, so cheers to Johnnie Walker Double Black, and to Legacy. All right. See y'all later. Take care and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody.